Yo, hey guys, what's poppin'? Jacques Slade here, back with another unboxing. And today, my friends of the internet, we have, I'm gonna call it a celebration. We have a celebration. The good folks over at ADIDAS were nice enough to hook me up with a little something inside of this box. And as always, I'm happy to share that with you guys. So no talking, no delaying. Let's get right into it here and see what we have that I think you guys are really going to like. I think you guys are really going to like this one. I know what it is, and it celebrates something that happened 5 years ago. So if you are a big ADIDAS fan, or if you've been around the sneaker world for a while, you know that 5 years ago, this is not, there we go. 5 years ago, the good folks at ADIDAS launched what we now know as that right there, Boost. Now, they sent me a triple pack, 3 pairs, because there's a reason there's 3 in here, because there's a reason to celebrate. So let's take these out of the box here and take a look at all 3, because I got some stuff I want to talk to you guys about that you may not necessarily know. So let's start at the bottom. Let's just start at the bottom. Okay, first up we have this shoe. Nope, actually we're not gonna start with that one. I want to start with this one, because this is the shoe that started it all. Now, you guys all know Boost, but the first Boost shoe was actually this shoe, which is called the Energy Boost. Now, ADIDAS, they created Boost with a company called BASF. BASF is actually a chemical company, if you didn't know that. And what Boost is actually called an expanded thermoplastic polyurethane. So as a lot of people say, Boost is foam, well, technically it's not even a foam. Boost is technically a plastic. These little beads are actually a version or a thermoplastic, and inside of these beads actually is air, and that's a totally different conversation. When Boost first rolled out, this is the shoe that they launched it with, an actual running shoe, a technical running shoe. When ADIDAS and BASF created the chemical, which BAS actually calls Infinergy. So if you ever hear someone refer to the term Infinergy, they're actually talking about Boost. Infinergy is the name that BAS, the actual chemical company that developed Boost, Infinergy is what they call it. Now, when this was originally created, it was found to be resilient and have what they called a big rebound factor. Infinergy, I guess we'll just call it Boost, was 55 as opposed to EVA, which is like 33 or something like that. Technically, Boost has the best rebound of any material, foam or plastic that is used in footwear. And when they launched it, it was with this shoe. And as you can see, they even caged it a little bit here on the inside, and they used the torsion system here to give it a little bit of rigidity, because the Boost was so resilient and because it rebounded so much. And a couple of other fun facts about Infinergy is that the material actually is the best foam in that category, even in the most extreme temperatures. I believe Boost keeps its resiliency and its rebound and its form down to like negative 20 degrees Celsius or something, or maybe it's Fahrenheit or Celsius or something crazy like that. When it comes to foams that are resilient and do what they say they're going to do, Boost is one of the best in the category, if not the best. But when it launched, this is what it looked like. I know there's a lot of hype around Boost now, and this isn't necessarily the form of Boost that you expected, but this is how it started. Now, ADIDAS Boost didn't necessarily take off right away when they launched the Energy Boost. People loved it and people enjoyed running in it, but it didn't have the sort of lifestyle appeal that it has now, and that's what brings us to this right here. So this is the new Energy Boost. As you can see, ADIDAS has switched up the look of the shoe in comparison to this one and given it a more modern look. This one, the Energy Boost, the original, definitely has a bit of an old school look and an old school vibe to it. I actually had a red pair of these that I used to wear a lot, but now they've updated. It still has that same sort of elastic upper. It feels like it's a knit, but they've added some plastic on top here. They had looks like some fuse on top of it, and now it looks like they've traced the fuse or plastic along the upper to give it a slightly more modern look and a slightly more modern aesthetic to it. I was doing a little research on Boost. Quick side note before we get to the research, if you haven't checked out my What is Boost video, make sure you click up here and find out everything you need to know about Boost, except for the new stuff that I learned that I'm going to tell you guys in this video. So technically this one probably has newer information in that video, but you can still watch it because it's a good video. So you can see they updated, made it more modern. They've added some yellow, still kept the cage there. They still have the torsion plate here, though they don't show it. As you can see with the original, Adidas was really into showing that torsion plate, and now they've kind of hidden it behind the Continental outsole. This one doesn't have the Continental outsole. Continental outsole has obviously been added because people were running and walking in Boost shoes a lot, and they were wearing down these outsoles really fast, and so Adidas added the Continental outsole to give the shoe a bit more durability as well. I should say the outsole a bit more durability and not the actual shoe. But the Boost is still there, and they still have the yellow that highlights the Boost. This is something that you don't see very much with Boost anymore, is that with the original, they wanted to highlight it, make it kind of pop. So they added this extra line of the yellow, and that you can see that same yellow highlight here on the Energy Boost, where it's almost like it's a light shining down on the Boost. At least that's how I took it. Now, taking things a step further is when Boost really took off, was when the UltraBoost came out. Now, a lot of people give that credit to Kanye, and I'm not here to debate that. I'm not here to say Kanye did or Kanye didn't bring Boost into the mainstream. I just know that once Kanye started to wear Boost, that it became a bigger thing in the mainstream, it became a bigger thing in the sneaker world, and things just exploded from there, to the point now where I have people that aren't even into sneakers asking me about Boost and wanting to wear Boost. So whether Kanye did or whether Kanye didn't, that's not for me to decide. My personal thought is that he did, but I'll leave that to the experts to make that final decision. Now, the final shoe that we have here in our triple pack is probably the shoe that you know best when it comes to Boost, and that shoe is the UltraBoost. But quick side note, doing research on this stuff because I like to give you guys as much information as possible, and I've learned that Adidas isn't the only company that uses Boost. Many of you probably didn't know that. And shoes isn't the only thing that Boost is used for. I found out that companies actually use Boost in bicycle seats, which isn't something that I ever expected or that I put together. And they also use Boost in paddles. Now, they don't actually call it Boost, they call it Infinergy. Now, the paddle boards, I kind of feel like that's cheating because there's so much rebound when you use Boost that it kind of maybe gives you an artificial advantage. But again, that's not for me to determine. I'm not the rules committee. It just seems like that's a little bit of cheating if you're gonna use Boost inside of your paddle or your bat or something like that. Bicycle seat, seems still a little firm, but I guess it's softer than using just like a plastic seat or rubber or leather or something like that. Anyway, all right, so let's get to the last pair, which is the UltraBoost. Now, this is obviously the shining star when it comes to Boost. This is the shoe that everybody knows when it comes to Boost. When you speak of Boost, unless you're usually talking about Kanye, people automatically think you're referring to the UltraBoost. It's almost like the UltraBoost is the official shoe that represents Boost for the culture. And for their 5th anniversary, which is what all of these shoes are celebrating, they did another special colorway of the shoe in that same sort of black. And you can see it looks very similar to these, and this one is very clean. I've seen this one online. These actually released already, so you can actually get all 3 of these pairs right now, either on adidas.com or if you go to other different websites, but all of these are actually available. But the UltraBoost is the shining star, obviously, of the pack. You see it has that black prime knit upper. They've done a little bit of a salt and pepper feel where they have some white knit mixed in. The prime knits give the shoe a little bit of depth. They also have gray here on the cage. Personally, I'm a fan of the caged UltraBoost. The uncaged UltraBoost isn't necessarily my thing. If I'm going to wear an UltraBoost, I prefer to have the caged version. And then, as you can see, like with the Energy Boost and the original Energy Boost, they add the accent of yellow here on the laces and then they added on the insole as well, and then there's the torsion system is here as well. Many people don't realize that the torsion system is in this shoe as well, but it's white as opposed to the yellow that you see on the Energy Boost. So I'm not sure, I can't confirm if this is the same torsion plate or if it's a different one, but as you can see, they use white, but they accented a little bit of yellow there as well. And then they add yellow on the tongue to finish and bring everything together to celebrate that 5th anniversary for the shoes. This was the original Boost shoe, introduced in February of 2013, and now it is February of 2018, or the end of February of 2018, and they're celebrating with a 5-year pack. Now, my question to you guys before we get out of here is, what does Boost mean to you? When you think of Boost, what shoe do you think of? Do you think of performance? Do you think of comfort? Or do you just think of Adidas? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you stay tuned. Don't forget to check out my What is Boost video, because that has a lot of details on everything that I talked about today. Almost everything that I talked about today, with a few things that I just learned, like the paddle bat, the safety shoes, and the bicycle seat. Who knew Boost in a bicycle seat? Who knew that would be a thing? But it is. Anyway, with that being said, guys, as always, I appreciate you. Make sure you stay tuned, because I got something cool coming up for you guys in the next couple of days. I am Jacques Slade, and I'll see you soon. Peace.